your start-to-finish source for the highest quality pre-engineered buildings, competitively priced and perfect for ag, commercial, industrial, equestrian, confinement, and more. If you can dream it, we can build it. Rayco Builders, also providing concrete service with an emphasis on quality. Foundations, footings, floors, parking lots, and sidewalks, our work will exceed your expectations. Delivering options, not just buildings. Contact Rayco Builders for your free quote today.
Even though the whistle just blew, 8 seconds is up, we still got to ride. We still got to keep riding and make sure we get a good get off. Where do we reach with our hand?
The sky.
Towards the sky. Stay focused all the time, right? Good, stay
Hey guys, James and Remy Greer here from JR Productions and Performance Horses, based out of beautiful Southern California.
We promote events for every different level of rider, from weekly jackpots to big added money events like that we put on at the South Point Equestrian Center in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Not only do we put on great events across the country of penning and sorting, we pride ourselves in bringing on new novice competitors to the sport with our weekly lessons, clinics, horse sales, and horse training. When you ride with the best,
you win with the best, so come see us in Hemet, California at JR Productions and Performance Horses.
When you grow up on the ranch, it starts to become a piece of your family, who you are. We raised our kids to be good people, to be cowboys. We're the Colemans, third-generation cattle ranchers, and this is Boot Barn. Welcome home.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Saudrell, representing Saudrell Cow Horses. We are a proud sponsor of the United States Team Penning Association. Check us out on Facebook and get a hold of Stephen and Jordan to buy your next horse. Good luck to everyone competing.
Suzanne Cisco here for Wild Gold Horse and Dog Supplements. Wild Gold camelina oil is grown, pressed, and bottled right here in the USA on our own farm in Montana. Using just 2 ounces of Wild Gold per day provides many benefits, including increased stamina, soft shiny hair, stronger hooves, improved muscle tone and top line, and acts as an anti-inflammatory for joints. Results can easily be seen within just a couple weeks of use. Doesn't your horse deserve the very best? Try Wild Gold camelina oil today and experience the results for yourself.
One tradition.
One family.
One faith.
We ride the brand.
Hi, Louis Sajoni here with LS Performance Horses. With over 20 years experience, we don't just sell horses, we fit horse and rider. Follow us on Facebook, LS Performance Horses. It's what champions ride.
right here. A lot of these teams, a lot of them are young, up-and-coming riders, but they're matched up with some of the best riders that have ever been in our sport. And so you got to love certain things like Dustin Johnson, Tanner Chapelier, Callie Brookshire, Aubrey Sajoni, another few more names of those great young riders that are about to be featured here in this championship round.
I'll tell you somebody to keep your eye on in this is Brittany Vespi. She's from New Jersey. She's got enough horsepower to get through this entire class, and I think that she is hitting her peak at the right time.
I think you're right, Brant. She has been traveling so hard, going down the road, each and every event across the country. And, she just seems to be getting better and better and have a couple different opportunities in the top 4, I believe, for Brittany Vespi, I think, is a big-time opportunity coming in on the number 1 team as well.
As far as our youth riders go, Callie Brookshire's on the top. She's in the number 2 position right now in the leaderboard, but we've got names on here like Tanner Chaparral, Sophie Evans. Those are other youth riders that are on the big stage. I mean, they've never seen anything like this. Loud music, the bulls are in the background. It's not like a regular show where everything's kind of quiet and rhythmic. This is kind of a little bit chaotic for them youth riders.
It is. It's a little bit new for them. But, boy, when you're talking about Callie Brookshire, Sophie Evans, Callie Brookshire's been a multi-world champion, and she hasn't even graduated high school yet. So I can tell you right now, sure is ready to roll. Sure nerves of steel. And Sophie Evans, she is just always just as cool as the other side of the pillow. Young lady's only 15 years old. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 15. And they're riding for over $40,000. So we're getting squared away and getting set. Our first team to get us going going to be Weston Robb, Doug Volkman, and David Stansbury. So the cattle are in. Our first team is set.
All right, here's our first team. Weston Robb, Cleveland, Texas. Doug Volkman from Arkansas, and David Stansbury from Louisiana. They come in 12 head and 135.51.
So they're coming into the 20th spot. They were last in the draft, so unfortunately or fortunately, you never know. Maybe we could start this thing off in a big way. Our first team in here. This cattle is fresh, Brent. That's not, who knows what we might get from them, but I bet you they're going to be, a little bit of a handful being the first time they've been ran on.
Doug and David are veteran, older riders, and Weston Robb is the upper rider there. He's a 6 rider, so he gets 2 2s to be able to compete in this 10 class. And I think he picked 2 very good 2s here.
Yeah, and they've been riding well this whole time. Like I said, consistency matters. They got in here in the 20th spot, but just like in bull riding, right, you could get bucked off in any round and the whole scene changes. Same thing goes here in the team pinning. Just because they're coming in the top 20, they could come out here, have a great run. We could have a lot of blowouts on a fresh herd like this, so it's still open for them to go jump in there and get in the mix.
We talked to Louis Sajoni before this started a little bit, and we said, what was your feel for the cattle? Because he settled in this morning at 7 a.m., and he said they're fresh, and they're a little bit bigger than we saw the weekend, all weekend. So these cattle, we don't really know what to expect until we get there, but Louis Sajoni said, get ready, and you better cock your hammer.
Yeah. Well, we started out with 1,035, Brent. We're down to 20. We've been talking about it for months. The energy in the building is through the roof. Team pinning at the highest level is here in Fort Worth at the historical Will Rogers Coliseum. So get things squared away. All right, we're looking for the cattle, and we'll get things rolling.
They've had to bring those 30 head of cattle up in between the bucking bulls, and they had a little trouble getting them cattle into the pen. But what you're going to see here, you're not going to see any Charolais or Herefords in these top 10 herds. Top 20 herds. There'll be 2 herds. They're all going to be black, and I think that makes it very consistent, because sometimes when you have a Charolais cow or you have a Hereford cow, it's very easy to say, okay, the 4 is a Charolais, right? And so in this case, you can't decipher anything. You have to get in the herd and hunt these cows.
Yeah, it makes that communication level just that much more difficult. Here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching team pinning for your first time, you're going to watch 3 riders on horseback come into the arena on one side. You've got 30 head of cattle on the other. Each cow has got a different number on its side. We'll have 3 1s, 3 2s, 3 3s, and so forth. and they've got to get in there, pull out one specific number, and bring all three of them down to the other end of that pin.
There's the leaderboard so far. There's Brittany Vespi. We talked about her a little bit earlier. She's with Wade Adams and Dennis Lansford. That's the number 1 team. Now, there's about a 20-second split between first and 20th. It's not very big, but in team penning, 20 seconds is quite a bit. So that's the difference between a 30-second run and a 50-second run. But we'll have to wait and kind of see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes consistency matters, like we mentioned, just the ability to get them pinned, especially here early on when you don't know the cattle. It's where that draft becomes so important. Those riders that are going to be able to watch the herd, and have that ability to kind of get an idea of what they're looking at, one, and also kind of know their number a little bit better. But here we go, our first team.
All right, they called number 7. So if you've never seen team penning before, they are looking for the 3 number 7 labeled cows that are inside this herd, and Weston Robb has the first one.
And just like that, the pro rider out of these 3 does exactly what you would expect him to do.
David Stansberry in the herd right now. He pulls out the second.
And Weston Robb's back in there again. One of the top riders here, Cleveland, Texas, Weston Robb. Oh, and the one's going to sneak by on the side.
So now
be in no time.
To talk about the rules here, because they said they were looking for the 3 number 7s in that herd. But obviously there's 27 other cows that are not numbered with a 7. If any of them cows crosses that orange tape right there, that designates the line. It's a no time.
Yep, exactly right. And if you got to get it done in 60 seconds as well, folks. So just so you know, if you go beyond 60 seconds, that is also a no time. But as we take it down now to team number 2, this is Ty Cornelius, Trevor Field, Rochelle Rondi. Big-time, strong Texas team right here. Ty Cornelius, a young man, has got a lot of experience on horseback, but really coming into his own here in the team pinning world as he jumps right in and pulls out that cow in a big-time hurry.
Ty Cornelius, nice job from him.
Rochelle Rondi in the herd, great family here in team pinning. Look at this, Brant. We've got 2 out in a quick hurry, putting it together in a big whip. Now the field man's got it. Looky here.
21-second mark. Look at Rochelle Rondi. She's going to sweep on the outside. She's got her foot on the pedal. Now she backs off because she doesn't want to drive them cows through the hole. Nice job.
Looky there. That's what you want in a championship round, 30-77. Great run right there. The second team out, Ty, Trevor, and Rochelle have a great opportunity now as we move it down now to our third team out. This is Jordan Lesh, George Frost, and Eddie Savage.
Stillwater, Oklahoma, Alabama, and Texas on this team. 12 and 129.55.
This event is built for somebody like Jordan Lesh. You put on the bright lights, and he's going to shine out. Look at him right there. Pulls. Oh, no. Is the cow's going to sneak?
That's why it's called team penning. You can't be, it's not an individual sport, and you have 2 partners that have to hold that line. And when them trash cattle come, you've got to be able to roll them cows, and that just didn't happen right there with George and Eddie.
Yep, unfortunate, Jordan on his way back to Stillwater, Oklahoma. Most likely going to have a brand new baby this week, so congratulations to him as well there, but going to come up short here in the team pinning arena. Now, you're going to hear the last name Sedrell a lot here in the championship round. This is going to be Steven Sedrell, Mickey Pish, Anna Braunschmidt. Now, Steven Sedrell, great to see him here at the Elite Finals. Got him out of Florida, and he has really had a great week all week, and he's got this thing going in a big way early on.
3 runs in the top 20 for Steven Sedrell.
Yep, the whole Sedrell family has had a great week this week.
And believe it or not, three is right in the middle of the run there. We've got some people that have 5 runs back, but right now you're seeing those right on the line. He was patient, he waited, and he trusted his partners to make sure.
Oh, and they got a little bit ahead of that herd and going to sneak by. You can tell, ladies and gentlemen, that the energy in the building is through the roof. These riders are really riding hard, but allowing some of these cows to maybe sneak by, and a lot of times where they might not.
Here's my team right here. Lance Randolph, one of the most likable guys when you meet this guy. Not a guy that you would think would be a horseback rider, but he is very talented from Cleveland, Ohio. Lauren Berner from Woodbine, Maryland, and Whitney Ammon from Texas. Let's see what they can get done.
Yeah, Lance Randolph just a month ago was your High Point champion up in Columbiana, Ohio at the Garwood Arena. Had a great night, looking to do it again here at the Elite Finals.
So that was a little tricky spot right there. They had trash cows on both sides, and as you're working that line, you're watching those riders work left to right. This is a tricky herd to work.
Yeah.
That's why right there.
That going to blow out and going to be a no time here for Lance, Lauren, and Whitney. Well, we're going to go to the western side of the United States. We're going to take it down to Chris Lane, Matt Lane, Wes Appenzeller, a husband and wife duo from Montana, and a young man, big-time athlete, and Wes Appenzeller from Queen Creek, Arizona.
Not only is he an athlete, he's brilliant. He's a rocket science, literally. He's literally a rocket scientist. And he can't tell us what he does because he works on classified things, but he's a really neat guy, and this is the nicest people in the world. The Lane family, they're just absolutely great people.
And just like that, and the number one rider in the fives jumps in, grabs the first one. Does she got a double? She does.
Got a double.
Oh, no. I thought that was a double, but they're trying to sort that last cow out. You're going to sneak by and be a no time. Going to be a no time.
Parker thought that wasn't that a shot. I thought they thought it was a double as well.
Yep, that's what it looked like. Unfortunately, Matt Lane, a great aspect. You'll see, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of families. Like I said, you'll see the Sedrell family a lot. Here you go, prime example.
Steven Sedrell on his second run here in the top 10 with his wife, Jordan Sedrell, and Carlos Arezzo from Miami, Florida.
Love seeing all the Floridians make their way here to Texas. They've had a great weekend. They're represented really strong here in the championship round.
Steven Sedrell's got a feel for these cattle now. He's had the opportunity to get in there one time and know what they're going to be like and adjust his strategy. And I'm sure he went back and talked to Jordan about how they were going to play this.
Absolutely. And look at him right back in the herd again. That first cow that he pulled out, I mean, before the cow was all the way out, he was already looking behind himself, looking for that next cow. No. She's just barely going to cross the line and be a no time. Going to be a no time. Well, going to go back to Florida once again.
Interesting enough, Steven Sedrell in the draft chose back-to-back here.
Very interesting. Now, when you really look at it, Isavani Castillo, Noah Sedrell, the president of the USTPA, another strong Florida team here. But you're right, that is an interesting draft pick right there to go back-to-back.
And if it pays off and we get to talk to him a little bit later, I'd love to know what his thoughts were on that. All right, Steven, he's in the herd first. Now his third and final opportunity to get a time.
Here comes Isavani. Isavani doing a fantastic job down in that Miami area, helping grow the sport. A great rider himself as he's got the second cow, and Steven's back in the herd in a quick hurry.
There goes that trash cow. They double-teamed him this time, and they're playing deep on the line now. You see how far back? Oh, and you can see that lady with the red flag, that's Reedy Vick, and she is waving that flag, and that's a no time.
Yeah, that was awfully close. Noah Sedrell was really working, trying to keep that cow off the line, but eventually going to break through and give us a no time. Well, here's a team that we talked about early on, Brent, that I am excited to see here in the top 20.
Yeah, Tanner Chapelier, he's 14 years old. Sophie Evans is 15 years old. And, of course, Dustin Johnson, he's the veteran coach of both of these kids.
Yeah, McCool, Mississippi brings you a good one. You could see it right here, right out the gate. Brings that first cow out. Sophie Evans going to jump right in the herd, no hesitation. They're not going to lean on Dustin. She's going to do some of the work herself. Look at him work through that herd. She's got him now there, Brent.
What a veteran move right there, and I don't think we're going to see it again. She backed off them cows because she knows that those cows are gravitating towards that line. She didn't really stay on her cow as much as she just backed off the pressure, and see it's going to pay off now.
And now we're moving.
We see Dustin Johnson at the bottom of your screen. He's hollering orders to them.
Got himself in the hole. Here comes young Tanner Chapelier. There we go, Brent. 38 and 38. And they've gone to the top. They've gone to the top, Brent. Dustin Johnson, Tanner Chapelier, and Sophie Evans.
Brittany Vespi, here's her second ride, along with Travis Freiheit and Katie Spurl. A northern team, Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Yeah, a lot of great riders from Wisconsin, Michigan, all in there in the Midwest. They really do a great representation of it. Travis Freiheit.
He saw the duck on the left side there, picked that off easy. Now Brittany's got the second one. Now you can play smart here, right? You've already seen a whole bunch of blowouts. You don't have to go in there and stir this herd up, and that's, see, Travis Freiheit is doing that. Being patient, waiting. He's got 3 cows in the corner. Now he's got 2. Picks him off, sorts him off the right way, and they're going to get it.
Great job right there. Travis Freiheit always does well here at the Elite Finals. This is his event. What an event to own, and he's got it. Brittany Vespi, Katie Spurley, and Travis Freiheit.
So we're going to have to...
Well, folks, we're going to have a cattle change, but there's your new leader right there. The new leader is Katie Spurley, Travis Freiheit, and Brittany Vespi.
All right, we are looking at the leaderboard so far. Only 3 qualified runs. Katie Spurl, Travis, and Brittany, as you said, are in the lead. Tanner, Sophie, Dustin in second. Ty, Trevor, and Rochelle. All right, let's take a look at that run.
So just like that, Travis Freiheit, a 6 rider, one of the best riders in the world, Wisconsin representative. It's a great job
right there, right? I mean, that's just – I know he does good here all the time, but it doesn't matter if that run happens in Fort Worth or if it happens in Minnesota. That's just experience talking right there.
Yeah, not pushing those 3 there in the corner, giving him that space that they needed.
All right, we are just about set here. Looks like we are ready to go. All right, here they are. Hank Holm, Jennifer Milbauer, Stacy Sullivan, another northern team. Illinois, Wisconsin, and Wisconsin, 129.37 on 12.
You know, just a couple weeks ago, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, got to watch a lot of these guys in person, and there is a lot of great team pinners, ranch sorters from the area, and this is a great representation of that right here. Stacy Sullivan, Hank Holm jumps in there, gets things rolling, and right out the gate.
We said a little bit earlier in the week that the advantage is going to go to the 3s, 4s, and 5s in this class because you're going to be able to populate your teammates with riders that are pretty similar and pretty experienced. This is a 4-3-3 team, so all of these guys are pretty even keeled. You don't get that experience and that coaching by having that 7-rated rider on there, but these guys have been doing this long enough that they can get it done.
They sure can, and like I said, 3s, and 4s. They've all been to the big show before, and they're looking to get it done again here, Brant. 45-61 for Hank, Jennifer, and Stacy.
Well, we've seen here's Sarah Sedrell, Aubrey Sajoni, and Shannon Terry. Aubrey Sajoni is 11 years old and has had the week of her life.
She absolutely has. I mean, top of the points race here in the high point, I believe. Aubrey Sajoni, 11 years old, folks, and she's riding for over $40,000. Sarah Sedrell, 19-year-old, fantastic rider, and she's going to pull a double right out the gate. Now it is Shannon Terry's turn. We're looking for one more. This could really change things up. You get 2 cows out like that.
Little Aubrey Sajoni working on the line, doing a great job. Now they got 3.
Oh, man, this could really change things up at the top. Great run. Yeah. Ha, 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 ha.
27-60 for that team.
That's what I'm talking about, Brant. That is team pinning at its best right there with over $40,000 on the line. A great young up-and-coming group, a team right there with Aubrey Sajoni, 11 years old, Sarah Sadrell, Shannon Terry, the veteran of the group.
There's Skip Davidson, Aaron Baker, and Eric Bromley.
Now, Aaron Baker, daughter of the Hall of Famer David Rainey, multiple times we've been in this situation, and she always shows out these big stages, as she did right there early on. Got that first cow looking like she's going to go back in and grab the third.
Uh-oh, it's coming back. I was just about to say these cows look a little bit more workable than the last cows were, but then here they go, both of those cows trying to come back. They're 25-second mark with 2 in. Oh, can they get there in time? They save it.
Oh, he picked him up in the corner. I think they got him. That was an amazing save right before those two got back in the herd.
Now they got to put all 3 of them together. They're going to go down a lot easier if they put all 3 together. You
now,
can see that one cow just wants to stray.
There it goes. Well, Brent, we had a lot of blowouts there in that first section of team pinning. And so a great run like that, a great save right there in the corner, really keep themselves alive. Remember, we're paying the top 20, ladies and gentlemen, so a great opportunity right there.
There's Rob Hanshaw, Colton Appenzeller, and Wayne McNeil. This is Wes Appenzeller's younger brother. Rob Hanshaw, old rock and roll guy. He used to play in a band. Wayne McNeil,
for sure.
One of the guys from California that made the long trip here.
What I love about this team right here in our fours, number 1 in the world is Wayne McNeil, and second is Colton Appenzeller. And now here they are on the same team, working together to win this $40,000. Oh, no, that cow's going to come back.
Rob Hanshaw has got that. I can't tell. Yeah, he's got him. He's got him peeled off. There's the third cow.
Saved themselves in a quick hurry right there. With that cow going back in the herd, they picked him back up out of there. Come on, Colt.
Oh, man. And I promise you that his brothers and his dad are not going to let him live that down. He was watching the left, and that cow snuck right up on him on the wall.
Saved it. Going to get it done. A 44-61. Well, we watched Aubrey Sajoni go under 30 seconds. Now it is Mom's turn. Nikki Sajoni, Patrick Bray, Robert Strange is our next team to go.
And if there's been a guy that's had a great finals, it's Patrick Bray. He had a number of qualified runs in round number 1. He's set to win the high point for the amateur division, and now he's trying to win $42,000.
Yeah, and it's a great chance because right now they already got 2 out, and Nikki Sajoni in the herd. There's nobody else I might want in the herd right now in a situation than Nikki. She's always there getting the big checks.
Maybe for sure in the top 2 or 3 best female riders in the sport, if not number 1, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Without question, she is right there.
Did that work?
That's the right one. They sorted out the right one. Now here they come.
Well, the luck of Irish is going to work for
there. On Nikki Sajoni, Patrick Bray, Robert Strange. $41.59.
So that puts him number 5 in the average. Let's look at Tanner Chapelier, Chris Bryan, and Tanner Keith. We saw Tanner Chapelier a little bit earlier with Dustin Johnson. Now Tanner Keith is going to use him as well.
Yeah, and again, Tanner Keith, the number 1 rider in the world right now, and the 7's top rider going down the road, and here he is jumping in the herd. His one opportunity here in the championship round, looking for big things out of this team right here.
Young Tanner Chapelier, Dustin Johnson was saying earlier that his mom drives him an hour and 15 minutes every day after school to ride his horse. He said that he's one of the most dedicated kids to the sport, studies, rides, not just working on cattle, he works on his horsemanship constantly.
And here he is twice in the top 20 of the biggest event of the year in the elite finals, and they're looking to go to the pin. $35-64, Tanner Keith, Tanner Chapelier, and Chris Bryan getting it done. Remember the name Chris Bryan as we're getting ready to come back to him here in a moment.
163.85 is what they said. That puts them in 4th place so far. Here's my Michigan team. This is who I'm pulling for right here. Mickey Pitch, Nicole Pitch, and Patrick Bray.
Right here, one of the greatest aspects of team pinning, the opportunity to ride with your family. You got a mother-daughter team, and then Patrick right there in the mix. Nicole.
Good job from Nicole Pitch there waiting. She looked over to see if her mom was going to be there to roll cattle from it, and she wasn't. Nicole, very professional move right there to back off those cows. But that happens right there. You got to get over there. Nice job.
She's got him.
Patrick.
Pat, hang on, Nicole. They're coming to the pin. Now things are heating up, folks, as we're coming down to some of our top teams. Patrick Bray, Nicole Pish, and Mickey Pish. 35-94.
They move to the number 4 spot, which pays about $25,000. Here's Stacy Sullivan, Hank Holm, and Terry Holm.
Going back to the Midwest once again, Hank Holm, another one of those guys that is always doing it really well at these big events, and his second time here in the championship round. So we had our mother-daughter a moment ago, now a father-son duo.
Got the first one out, looking at 13 seconds right now in the first one. Getting a little bit lost, and they got a lot of cows creeping up on that line. Now they got them back under control. Good job, Terry Holm.
Hank's back there looking to get it out. We got it out again. We're headed to the pin. Blocks him out. There's the 3. We got it going on.
38-48 with a 1-second handicap, 37-48.
37-48 for the Holmes and Stacy Sullivan.
161-40. All right, Chris Bryan, Callie Brookshire, and Sophie Evans.
This team had a 6-second head start coming into round number 4 today. They're sitting in the number 2 spot coming in, and there's Callie Brookshire getting things rolling, a multi-world champion, 18-year-old high school graduate here in a couple weeks.
She started when she was 8 years old as a 1. She's worked her way up to a 6 over the years, and every number she has won. She's never lost a year-end championship.
And they're looking to go for $42,000 right here, Brant. Yeah, that's a run.
We don't have to be mathematicians to know they came in with a big enough lead that that's going to go to the number 1.
Yep, this is going to get good right here. Our last team of the night now has the pressure on them. And they are fired up. Callie Brookshire, Sophie Evans, Chris Bryan.
All right, here's Brittany Vespy, Wade Adams, and Dennis Lansford.
Our last team out of 1,035. It's all come down to this.
114.70 is what they came in with. Now that means they had a 3-second head start on Chris, Callie, and Sophie. So they need to be faster than 33 to win.
33 seconds or less to get this done. Brittany Vespy going to cut the herd. Great job, Brittany Vespy, right out the beginning here. Going to get that first cow rolling.
All right, Wade Adams, he's got the second one. Good move. Now Brittany sees the third one. She's going to try to hook him and bring him out, but she's got some trash waiting for her. Ooh, that calf goes back. All right, Brittany, be patient here. She's going to work him along the outside of the wall. Brings him back across the arena. But man, she's got a lot of trash cows there, and she's got to be careful. She's peeling them off one at a time.
We still want to get that qualified run. They're going to get it. It's going to be tough, but they can get in the top of that mix. They're coming in your number 1 team, looking to finish things off and pin.
47-88. They're going to get a 2-second handicap, 45-88.
Well, Brant, When all's said and done, though, out of 1,035 teams, it came down to the last 2 teams to go, and Chris Bryan, Callie Brookshire, Sophie Evans are going to walk out of here your Elite Finals champions.
There it is. Chris Bryan and Sarah Sedrell, Aubrey Sajoni, Shannon Terry are going to be second. Katie Spurl, Travis Freiheit, and Brittany Vestby going to get a chunk of that top 3.
Very good. We got to love it, though, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Callie Brookshire has won.
Let's take a look at our winning run. You see Callie Brookshire in the pen. They've got 2 out. Here they come. What a great run.
And a quick hurry, folks. I mean, to go down there, grab 3 cows, bring them all the way back in 30 seconds. And then what a great example. We talked about it all week, Brant. You've got one of the best riders in the world in Callie Brookshire, but a young, great, fantastic young lady, Sophie Evans, 15 years old, and Chris Bryan, just as solid and as consistent as they get.
We had talked a little bit about Chris Bryan earlier. He had a lot of really good runs in round number 1, and then it was just quiet all the way up until round number 4, and then he got hot, and he stayed hot the entire day.
And he has, and he's always just right down the lane, you know, as consistent as they get. You know when these riders are looking for their team members, Chris Bryan is one that you want to have.
Absolutely. What a night. What a night for Chris and Callie and Sophie. They're going to win $42,000. They're going to be the 2022 Elite World Champions.
And 2 of the 3 haven't even graduated high school yet.
That's right.
And they just won $42,000. So if you're looking to get into a sport, folks, and you're looking to win some big money, maybe you're just getting going. I mean, what a big-time example of a great opportunity right there.